Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
Okay, come here then. Where should we sit? Is the question.
What's that?
Where should we sit? Here. Take a seat.
All right.
We're gonna. Ah, es para este man. See? All right. So we're gonna switch this around. Put it over here. Maybe work, right? There?
Yeah,
Is that good?
we're in it.
Yeah, sí, YouTube. Yep. All right. Do I have one of these for you in my car? I probably do. But well, let me bring it. It's the right thing to do. We gotta show the example. You can talk. We're live.
Hello, YouTubers. I'm here with Andres Lizano from La Fortuna Pub. Just grabbing a few things out of the convenience store. He has invited me in to get a little tasty morsel, a delectable treat, a bite of some of their fantastic food. If you got it, use it and eat it. Looks like I'm also about to get my very own mask. That's pretty cool. It's really important to practice safe procedure. This isn't exactly to the congregating standards, but I know they've done antiseptic everywhere, and here we are. Now I'm part of the club. Can put this on and be one with the ready to rock. Out with the germs.
I know that they are. I mean, at least they stop a little bit of
Yeah,
saliva, right?
that's right. It's always important to wash your hands, of course. Just be mindful. Don't put yourself into anything unnecessary. But it's definitely necessary to eat.
All right. Here we go.
You got some questions for me?
Well, I definitely want to talk and just my head.
Todos
Perfect.
cabezas.
Sin cabezas. Okay. So this is crazy. I think some people they are frozen right now. I mean, obviously nobody expected something like this to happen at this speed. That tomorrow you just have it in front of you. Right now, today, we are reaching. I mean, one of the peaks, right? Like tomorrow should be like one of the days that boom, 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 it goes up. Right now, we have 187 people in Costa Rica, in Central America. If you're watching. What else? So, do you think that we're gonna reach 1,000, for example?
I think the numbers are skewed across the board. I think that it's hard. I don't know what the testing is like in Costa Rica. How many people they're actually testing? I know that's something that they're struggling with in the United States to actually get tests to everybody. I do believe that the numbers will grow before they decrease, but I don't think they're going to hit too high of a level here in Costa Rica due to the temperature. I think anything over 78 degrees is going to cook the virus, and So that's something really
Byron,
positive.
and you know what? That's what I have been doing with my car. I just have left it there completely closed in the sun,
Yeah.
waiting that it gets to 50 fucking degrees inside there,
A hot box.
and drive around without aircon. Yeah. Cool. So let's see. In Costa Rica, because there's two different cultures over here, right? So here in Costa Rica, if you have 5 kilos of rice and 5 kilos of beans, and you have enough corn flour, you can make tortillas, you can make rice, you can make beans, and you can eat eggs. And people, they will eat that for the next 3 years if they have to. But if you have, let's say, 5 and 5 of each, you could probably survive on that for at least 2 months, 2 months and a half, on those 5 kilos of each thing. So, how are you doing it right now?
I am actually adhering to the Costa Rican way. I do have my 5 kilos of each. I've been making a lot of beans and rice, soaking my beans for over a day,
Yeah.
draining them, then boiling them, usually with onion. I have some sweet potatoes. I'm kind of counting my blessings while they're there, because I know at some point, if income isn't coming in, so I gotta be careful with what I spend. So I am adhering to that.
I want to ask you, what do you do? I mean, what are your your stronger skills? Because I don't know that about you. Exactly.
So oddly enough, I'm more of an entertainer, networker. I like to bring people together. I was actually embarking on a tour-based business, something here down the street to facilitate various tours such as rafting, hiking, biking, all the fun stuff that people come to Costa Rica to do. So I'm clearly on halt. And it's an integral part where we're in the high season, so I'm kind of trying to empathize with the businesses that are currently going that I was, gonna mimic in a way, and I'm looking at my options moving forward.
Yes. Okay. Muy bien. I don't know. I was watching the other day a video of the big cities that they have been put on quarantine. And then after a couple of weeks, animals, they come from the forest, and they are starting to go out. And you see deers running by the road. You see fish coming back to the rivers in Italy.
Yeah.
How the nature is recovering so fast. The percentage of smoke in the air. The pictures taken from NASA.
Yeah.
It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, how will be aired after humans in 5 years? There won't be any more structures on standing.
Well, tell me if I'm wrong. They say in Costa Rica, if they don't trim the jungle back after 20 days, it starts to take over. I think we've all noticed some fluctuation in bugs and in birds chirping. I've seen on videos in a let's say a Maxi Pali parking lot in the States or a Walmart parking lot, there's turkeys that are coming, like full turkeys.
Here?
No, in the United States.
Oh yeah, the turkeys, I saw them too.
Yeah, it's unreal. I think we're just used to nature and humans. We're used to our divide. We're used to being separated. Now it's like testing the electric fence. When the raptors in Jurassic Park test the electric fence.
Yeah.
These animals are kind of creeping out and they're looking around. They're not getting bothered, so they're like, what can I do here? What is this cement? What is this asphalt? I haven't really gotten to inspect it because there's always someone trying to shoot me or catch me or or kids trying to play with me.
So now, the question it is like, don't you think that maybe the virus is us? For the planet?
Well, I think we are a cancer to nature. We have not, as a people, cumulatively, designed ways to live coexisting. Over time, we take more and we populate more and more. I do find that to be a possible
Nice
positive
beautiful.
for Costa Rica in the sense that they have some communities that have developed eco-friendly, self-sufficient
Well,
setups.
let me tell you that, from my point of view, as a local, at least I grew up here in the north part of the country, in the sub-Caribbean slope, and well, we are located right in La Fortuna. Um, it's we know we live in San Carlos. In San Carlos, it's very hard to run out of food. Like you don't have to walk too far away from here to find some good stuff. Those papayas, those pineapples, those oranges and bananas and all that kind of stuff. It's a good thing. Um, but it's still, like people, more than 500 people. I mean, that this was a couple of days ago that I took these notes.
Uh-huh.
But about 2 or 3 days ago, 500 people, they have lost their jobs. And the number was just going to go higher on Monday, probably, like today.
Right.
God knows how many people they had suspension on their contracts, and everybody's just being sent back home. And how many years, he will take. Is it gonna be? It's not gonna be a year, right? This is gonna be 5 years before people they trust a little more. But the thing is that for me, this represents more like the idea of a third world war, right? With this type of virus and stuff. Because to be honest, I don't know. It's hard to believe that China they would have started this in their country, knowing what would have been the consequences. I mean, why would they do that and block themselves, all the commercial relation with the rest of the world? How would have they started this in their own country?
It's a great question. I think there's a lot of what we say conspiracy theories that are out and about.
Do you think that one day we're gonna know, though?
I think that some answers are going to start coming to be. If we all get left in the confusion, it's going to get ugly fast. And I do think that people should reach out to their neighbors via telephone, Instagram, Facebook, and set community boundaries, and say.
And you know what? I think that this that we are doing is something that people they really want to see, because everybody must have tons of questions, right?
Yeah, see.
Everybody must have tons of questions about this, and they need someone to talk with. So what about, if you guys want to ask me anything, just send me a text and we can talk about whatever your feelings are right now. What are you thinking today? What day is today?
Today's Monday.
Yeah, but what day of the quarantine? Like day 6? I think it's my day 5 since I started. I started on the 18th.
Okay, yeah, I was pretty much isolated since the 15th or so.
15th of...
or 16th, yeah, 15th. I haven't...
15th of March.
Yeah. So I'm looking at 8 days right now.
You know what? For me, one of the hardest things that we have had to do here has been that today I only keep like 2 guys for the kitchen, and that's it. Because we're working Servicio Express, or free delivery right now. And today, pretty much most of the sales that they have been no more than 20. Everything has been through delivery service, right? Like express service. And then we took out a couple bikes, and we are doing the delivery with all the precautions to take. And so we're trying, but we don't know, what's gonna happen.
Well, I want to commend you on that. Definitely, it's you have a great business here, and I'll tell you what, it's been fun to watch this business develop as I've been here. I know it's been 3 years, but since I've been here, just seeing the crowd, seeing the efforts that you and your partner have put in have been really, really impressive.
Yeah.
And that commitment to as many employees as you've been able to hold on to at the moment is impressive. And I'm sorry for those who haven't, but they have to know that they've been respected and appreciated for what they've done. I want to bring back that World War III thing. there's something in the works. There's something being cooked up right now. We don't know specifically, but industry has really halted all over the world. There's certain things that still, profit, such as grocery stores and
Pharmacy.
Pharmaceuticals are.
They are linked. They are linked together. One works for the other.
Yeah, canned foods. The bean and rice have probably sold out in a lot of stores, and curiously, the toilet paper thing makes no sense to me. I just don't understand that.
Me neither. I don't know why.
But when you hear about someone that's out of toilet paper, you feel bad. That's for sure. In a time when they don't have what they need, it's not cool. That's also very innovative to get the delivery thing going. Another idea would be like lunch boxes, pick up lunch boxes, stuff that people can just stop by, grab, and go. That's something I recommended to some of my guys in Los Angeles who have restaurants.
Grab and go.
Grab and go is a good thing. Maybe get a sign out here that says grab and go, sandwiches or whatever. But it's hard, you got to keep your inventory in stock, or you got to have, what the people want or need.
Grab and go.
But grab and go is definitely something I'd like.
Yeah, it's something quick. It's a quick transaction. That's the idea. Good. It's a good idea.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I might use it.
Yeah, please. I'm happy to support people I appreciate.
Well, and that's the thing, that's what I was thinking, like when I was telling you that a lot of people, they have questions and they are thinking, and maybe they don't have someone to talk to about, what they are thinking, just to check that they are not crazy or the other person is crazy, right? It's a good time to listen, I guess, to listen, to learn, to be creative. Yeah, I like it. And learn from this first situation like this. I think also the trust. I mean, when are you gonna be secure again? How long it's gonna take to produce an antidote, really?
Well, I think it's worth talking about as far as vaccination goes. I'm not one to trust the vaccination process right now. I just personally, I'm a little fearful of the puppet masters on this one. I think China is part of the creator, but I don't think they're the only people creating this. I mean, there's talk of Harvard, medical school, sending doctors and lab people and different teams from different countries that were involved in the Wuhan laboratory. We can go down the rabbit holes. There's also talk of this adrenochrome, of people, the satanic worshiping stuff. Let's hope that that's not the case. But there's a lot of big CEOs going down and big corporations that are linked to, nefarious activities for their, executives. It's really overwhelming. I mean, especially because you want to believe something, you want to have closure, and it's not in front of us right now.
So you know what? I don't know if so right now we are recording for YouTube. I don't know. It would be a good idea. We already have almost 20 minutes talking.
Nice.
I still have a lot to talk.
Hold on one moment.
You go for it. All right. So we're gonna stop here. Just see you on Facebook after this. All right.